Okay, so this is a look at Visual Studio Code snippets. We're just going to be looking at the structure, prefixes, and how it currently works and whether or not that's actually going to be beneficial to people that are learning platformOS or into the future. So we'll get right to it. We're in a standard HTML.liquid page. We're inside views and in pages. So at the top, obviously we need some YAML. So to add that, we can just type in page, and you can see here that we've got the prefix for our YAML at the top, and we've got views and page. So we can just hit enter on that, and then we come in and we've got the slug at the top and all the rest of the preferences that we can put in. So we'll just do standard path to home and layout, do one column like so. Now we can tab through the rest of these, and in certain places we can make choices about what we want here. Obviously for this one here it's pretty simple, so we don't really want any of the rest of the stuff in, so I'll take it out. Okay, so now something we could have on a standard page, we might need an assign. So we can literally just type in assign, we can see it there, I can scroll down and hit enter, and we go to the first variable, so we'll call this name, tab, and we'll call this home, tab again goes to the end. And now we want to go maybe content 4, and we'll call this page title, add our variable, and then maybe we'll add an h1. We'll add the variable again. Okay, now let's say we want to convert this into uppercase. Now let's say I can't remember what that filter actually is. So if I can't remember what that filter is, I can literally type the pipe for filter, and then we can just type colon. And what that'll do is it'll bring up a big list, and we can now scroll down, or up again, sorry, and we can see capitalized there. Obviously there's a few little quirks in here that I'll try and iron out, but we can see it's called capitalized. So hit enter, space, and we're good to go. So now we know that it's going to be capitalized with the first letter in a cap. Okay, so what else might we want to do? We might want to do a date. So let's say we want to do a date. So add a variable, and we want to do date. So let's do date, and we'll do date now. So that just brings up the date. Now one thing that can, I'm trying to remember all the syntax for the dates can be quite hard. So in this case, we can just type in year, we hit control space, and now we can choose, we'll choose year with century for this case, and then we'll dash, and we'll go, we want a month, and because we're inside the speech marks, we'll need to hit control enter again. We'll go with January, dash again, and then we'll go, we want day, we'll hit the day, and we'll go 1 to 31, and then maybe we want hours, so we'll type in hour, control enter, and we'll go with 24 hours, We maybe want some minutes. So go Control Enter again. There's minutes, and we've got that thing. We obviously can't put the colon in first. It's another little quirk that I don't think is a deal breaker, but we have to put that in second. Otherwise, it breaks the snippets a little bit. So there, we've got a date. I won't show you these because obviously it's just, at the moment, it's just for showing what it can do. Another one we might want to do again, something we might not want to know, and the reason why I kind of want this all structured in sections. Let's say we want to change the number to a positive number, or just the value of that number. So our variable, add maybe like -21, and now I know it's a math filter. I'm not exactly sure what it is that I can use here. Some of the names aren't necessarily as easy to remember as what others are. So what I'll do is here, and I'll just type in math, because I know it's a math filter. Now I've manually altered this one to have math in front of it. Obviously there's lots more that would be added to this in that case. And we can see math ABS, so I can read it over here, and it returns the absolute number of a number. So I can go, yep, that's what I want, and we're all good to go. So that's how it's meant to work at the moment. We want to have it structured. I don't really want to use any abbreviations or anything like that. I want it to actually be able to, people actually be able to search for stuff, especially when people are starting out. There's over 100 filters in platformOS, plus all the originals. There's a lot of stuff there to know when it comes to the YAML. There's a lot of different preferences in there, and sometimes instead of referring back to the docs, we can just, we might know enough if we could just get a hint about what we need to add into there. So if we can do that and make it easier for people, especially starting. Lots of the people coming over from Business Catalyst know the original Liquid, but they don't know all the extra filters that are in platformOS. So it'd be great to have a bit of a starter on this. So obviously there's a few quirks. Quite happy for people to put in input what might help, whether or not it needs completely redoing, whether or not it wouldn't be used. But if we can get feedback, then we might be able to make something that can at least help people when they start out. So thank you. That's it. Any feedback, just post it into Slack or private message me. That'd be great. Thank you.